before realization, whatever you do, as I told you before this, is artificial towards God, because you are not connected. Any kind of worship you do, anything you do, is not really reaching the principle of that. Now, for example, the flame. The principle of flame is light. And unless and until you are awakened, you cannot awaken the principle. You cannot touch the principle of flame. So once you are awakened, then as you are on your principle, you can go on to the principle of the flame as well. After realization, when you start using the flame, you must have seen that it gives soot. Black soot comes out of it sometimes. I know of somebody who told me that the whole wall became black when he was putting hand towards it. He was amazed how the wall became. Then you have seen also that the flame reacts. If my photograph is there, then you definitely awaken the flame, because so many people have been cured through my photograph. How it has happened? What happens is that when my photograph is placed and you put the flame there, the flame gets awakened, and the light that passes from that flame carries the vibrations over it. Material things carry, like sound. Now, sound waves, you have seen that I can clear you out by touching my different chakras. Like today, I tried to clear you out on your hamsa by touching this mic. And on the right side, there was a problem. So when I touched it to the right side, the vibrations were so much that it was making a sound. On the left side, it was not. Then the problem appeared on the left side. It was just the other way around. So even sound carries the vibrations. For example, what is mantra is nothing but a proper pocket, or you can say a cup which carries the vibration. But unless and until you are a realized soul, you cannot awaken the mantra either. So to say mantras before realization like mad is wrong. Now doing Trataka with a photograph is all right, there's nothing wrong. But paying so much attention to one center is not necessary. Supposing there's a photograph and you are trying to look at the flame in front of the photograph, then you are paying more attention to the flame and not to the photograph. On the contrary, if you pay attention to the photograph, the flame puts the light to the photograph and you get the complete vibration. Especially for people who suffer, say from right side. For them, heat is not good so much because they are already heated up. So such people, if they try to take treatment from the heat side, they won't be helped. They have to take vibrations from something that is cold, like water and salt. Water and salt helps many people. But some people it may not help also, possibly. Those who have a temperament which is very, very, very sort of, we can say, cold type of temperament, left side, which may not help so much. If they use a warm water, it may. So depends on what sort of personality you are. For people who are very heated up, one should not take too hot water. You should take cooler water. The main thing is that once you are realized, then you can touch the principle of everything, tattva of everything. Like if you have to treat the tree, you cannot treat individual petals or individual leaves, even branches, but what you have to go into is the sap, and the sap is the principle. Now to get to the sap, you have to use the water medium. So whatever medicine you have to give to the tree, what you do, it mix it up in the water, pour that water inside. So the water inside the sap sucks in and manifests itself. In the same way, when you are realized, you become the principle. In the same way, those people who are supraconscious see colors. Those who are subconscious, they see other things like dead bodies, bhoos, this, that. Now, if you are supraconscious, you see something, you think that is the truth. But you are in that area, that's why you see. If you are in the subconscious, you see something that is the truth. But if you are in the center, in the present, you see nothing. You just feel. It is effective. Because in the center, you are on your principle. But you start seeing the Kundalini is outside. Some people can even see in the sun's rays, you might see even the vibrations. Many people can see vibrations. Because you have now jumped into your subtle being, you can see the subtle thing. And when you use all these things, say for example, what in a lemon and chilies also, see, people might say, because those who do not understand, especially the West, where the mind is so much conditioned by sophisticated things that they can't understand what is the sense of putting lemon and chilies. Now lemon has a coefficient. Now you know that we have cured many people with lemon and chilies of their mental troubles. We have seen it is effective. So we have vibrated lemon chilies and we've got put them in the water. Now what happens? The lemon and chilies have a capacity to suck my vibration or suck the vibrated water into themselves as vibrated ones. They become vibrated themselves. What is called is Jagrut. They become awakened. So in the night, when you open them, the vibrations travel out and create an atmosphere in which you start becoming one with your center and you lose your left and right side bent and you become the saved one, you can say, because you are taken away from the left and the right and you come in the center. The question is whether the thing has got vibrations or not manifesting. What is vibrations? Are Brahma. Is the Brahma Tattva. Is the divine power of God. Is the divine power all around. Now this divine power is in everything, but is not under your control as yet. You have not touched it. Once you are awakened, you touch it. You awaken that in everything. Once you awaken that, then you start feeling the vibration. Say I have stayed in this house now, in this place, even on this seat. Anybody who is a sensitive Sahajogi will know where mother has been sitting. Certain things have greater capacity to absorb vibrations. This is being discovered in the ancient time by many seers. All these techniques that we are using are not necessarily all mine. They have been already seen by many ancient seers who have seen it. So, you see, to understand Sahaja, one has to know that there is a power, divine power, which acts, which works out, and now you have become a medium of that power. That's how now you have become Samartha. Samartha also means strong, powerful, independent. But Samartha also means equal to your name. So doing anything before realization is madness. After realization, also paying attention to things from where the vibration is coming is better. Moreover, if your agya is broken, it's better to avoid this. because you have already finished it by doing over concentration at a point where it was not needed. For example, supposing there is no door here and I am breaking it all the time, hitting it with my attention, the whole thing may collapse. The door is here. If you have paid attention in a place where it doesn't exist, you have not done justice to yourself. It has to come out from here. And that is what it is said that it is spoiled. It is very simple. In everyday life, you see that. A blind man who doesn't know the way out can bang at any place. May break the wall, may break himself also. So, after realization and before realization, there's a tremendous difference. One has to understand that now you are a realized soul. This assumption you do not have. Surrender also. What do you surrender to me? What do I want out of you? Nothing. What do you have to surrender to me? I just don't understand. Surrender your own ego, your own barriers. What you are surrendering is your own barrier. So what is there to surrender? If you have your ego intact, you won't work out Sergio. You will be insensitive. Supposing this thing is covered with some sort of a cloth and you cannot speak and you remove the cloth from there, will you say it has been surrendered? The surrender word itself is very treacherous because that immediately acts on your ego. Actually, surrender means surrender your ego. But when somebody says you must surrender to Mataji, that means you think that you have to surrender your money. What is there in money? I don't want your money. What is there to surrender to? I mean, just imagine. What are you going to give me? I have nothing to get from you. Is there anything that I can get from you? Nothing. Luckily this time, even in this lifetime, I am born in such a way, in such a family, that I don't need anything. I have even got fame and a position in life. So even that I don't need. What is there to surrender to me? You have to surrender your own ego, that's all. And you'll feel free with that because you are bound by your own ego. Supposing you are in the shackles of chains. You are chained. Now if you want to remove the chains, are you surrendering those chains? What you are surrendering is your own inhibitions, your own problems, your own, we can say, the shackles which do not give you freedom. Your jails, your conditionings, your diseases, your troubles. That's what you are surrendering. What is there to surrender? I just don't understand. Just to remove the clouds which are over your spirit, you have to make Kundalini rise with a great force so that they are all thrown away. I don't know how you people have a misconception that you must surrender to Mother. What? Your negativity, your negative thinking, all this must be surrendered. But I mean, imagine I having all your negativity and all your burnings and all your heat. I mean, some people who touch my feet really burn my feet, I tell you. Really, horrible. It's not easy to take everybody on my feet. I mean, even people who had leprosy, who had this, they all touched my feet the other day when I was in a village. All kinds of people touched my feet. And they would think that we are surrendering our leprosy to Mother. It is like that. For an ego-oriented person, it's very easy to jump onto such conclusions. So you are surrendering nothing. Whichever is valuable, you cannot surrender. So Indians, when they surrender, they know what they mean. But for Western mind, it is very difficult to understand surrender. You see, so far they have known gurus, where they have surrendered their money, their wives, their children, everything. So they don't understand surrender in Sahaja Yoga. What does it mean? That means you have to become your principal and give up all that is gross. But don't give it to Guru. Your gross should be thrown away. The Guru doesn't want any gross from you, nothing. It is said, Buddha said it, I think. They say so, I don't know if he could have said it, that you must give all your tana, mana, dhana to your Guru. Might have said it at that time. But not in Sahaja Yoga. I today only told you, you sacrifice nothing whatsoever. I mean, on the contrary, even on material basis, say traveling in India is the cheapest by Sahaja Yoga. Cheaper by the dozen. It cannot be cheaper than this. So this is what one has to understand, that you have to become the spirit. And the spirit means the essences that is you, the principle that is you. If you become the principle, you touch every principle, and that's why everything has a meaning. Now in the book, many people might have done pratak, so they will not like. If I tell them, they will not like it. You see, it's a very funny reaction human beings have. If you are doing something wrong, if you tell them, don't do it, then they will say that, why Mother said so. I mean, I have to tell you, after all you have come to me to ask the truth, so I have to tell you the truth. It is for your good only. Like yesterday I met somebody who was wearing 3-4 things in the neck. I said, he's a high blood pressure. I said, all right, for you a particular thing is all right, but all other things are no good, you take it out. He said, yes, I'll take out everything you say because I want to get well. This is what it is. It's so simple. That whatever is not good for you, I tell you, I'm not here seeking elections that I should try to please you. I'm here to comfort you, to help you, and to give you counsel and to redeem you. How am I to do it? When you come and tell me that this is wrong with a certain guru, he has looked at you, he's done this, that. That's how I come to know about gurus also. But somebody is still sticking on to that guru. When he comes to me and tell that person that, see, that's other people are saying about this, you better be careful. He feels very hurt. And then when he is hurt himself later on with that guru, he comes back to me. My job is to warn you about all these people, what they are doing.